Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Mandy's Corner. Come on in, pull up a seat, relax, and let's get back into some good reads. Okay guys, the Rise reading I've been working on to me has just been entirely too choppy, too chopped up. So what I want to start doing is we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to do half of chapter 1 tonight, the other half of chapter 1 the next time. We're going to do a half a chapter each sitting. As most of you know, Rise Mind Over Matter is already out. It is available on ebook, paperback, and hardcover. Best place to get the best deals on those is on my website, and links in the description as always. Okay, guys, so let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to Rise. Oh, one thing before I get started. My throat's been a little scratchy today, so wish me luck. Okay, chapter 1. The bearded man looked at his map once again, then back to the street signs, obviously confused and frustrated. Glancing around the busy street and sidewalk, he noticed a young man sitting alone at a table outside a small coffee shop. "Excuse me," he said in his thick accent as he approached the young man. "Sorry to disturb you, but I seem to be a bit lost." The young man took a sip of his coffee before answering. "You're obviously not from here," he smiled. "No, I'm from Ireland. Just visiting the States for a convention." "Welcome to Arizona," the young man responded. "Ireland, huh?" "I pick up a bit of an Irish accent, but there's something else in there, too." The bearded man chuckled. "Ah, very observant. Ireland by way of Germany. Moved to Ireland several years ago. Makes for a funky accent." "Not at all. It's kind of cool. Bet the ladies like it." The young man gave him a wink. "Anyway, I bet an Irish German lost in Roma, Arizona for convention is here for the Streamers and Creators convention. Am I right?" "Nice guess." "You look familiar. I think I may have watched some of your stuff." "My name is Jason Fran, but I'm known in the gaming world as Games for Kicks, or just Kicks." "Of course. Yeah, Kicks. I love your work," the young man enthused as he shook Kix's hand. "Great to meet you. I'm David Starr, but most folks call me Star Snipe or Star." "Oh man, I've actually seen some of your stuff too. Great work." "Thank you, thank you." "Well, I'm headed to the convention myself. Stick with me, and we'll be there in no time." Kix grabbed himself a coffee and a newspaper from the coffee shop before they set off toward the convention. The two top headlines on the front page of the paper were about the conflict most were predicting would lead to World War III and a strange illness that had crept across a few states. "That stuff will rot your brain," Starsnipe quipped. Kix proceeded to fold the paper and place it in the back pocket of his jeans. Agreed. Along their short journey to the convention, the men compared the two most popular services available for streamers and content creators, Live Now and Your Channel. Both have become wildly popular over the past few years and almost essential to many online personalities, not just gamers. Live Now afforded streamers the chance to interact on a personal level with their fans, while Your Channel allowed creators the opportunity to upload pre-recorded videos to their channels to keep their fans engaged. Kix and Star discussed their experiences with both services as well as their general experiences as hardcore gamers, including some interesting stories about overzealous fans. They were enjoying their conversation so much they nearly passed their destination. "Is this it?" Kix asked, stopping in front of a large building. "So it is. Shall we?" "We shall." The convention had rented out the entire building, which was now packed with streamers and creators, along with fans, hoping for a chance to meet their favorite streamer or creator or to possibly get news about their favorite games. There was a sense of excitement and camaraderie in the air with underlying tones of rivalry. "Times have changed," Star mused. "Yes, they have. I remember when people like us were considered losers who lived in our mother's basements. Now us losers are having the last laugh, and we will laugh long, hard, and loud." "Right now, I have to laugh all the way to the bathroom," Kix chuckled. "Coffee went straight through me. I'll be right back." As Kix began to make his way to the bathroom, he tossed his coffee into a nearby trash can, while two young women who recognized Star approached him. giggling like a couple of schoolgirls. Kix couldn't stop himself from laughing. Times had indeed changed. The man washing his hands at the sink glanced in the mirror when Kix entered the men's room. His eyes widened with recognition and excitement. "Your game's for Kix!" he exclaimed as he quickly dried his hands. Kix was a little startled. Yes, at least that's what's written in my underwear." "You've even got a great sense of humor in person, and that accent is better in person," the man gushed, shaking Kix's hand profusely. "I'm a big fan. So is my wife. To be honest, I think she has a slight crush on you." "Thank you very much. Always lovely to meet a fan. Tell your wife I said hello." "She's here too. I'll go get her. She'll be so excited." "That's wonderful, but I'll meet you two outside. I don't think she'd enjoy a smelly men's room." "Good point. I'll be right back." After the man left, Kix giggled to himself before stepping up to the urinal. He relieved himself and had just begun to wash his hands when he heard retching coming from one of the stalls. It didn't sound normal. It sounded extremely painful. He looked under the stall door and saw the heels of a pair of brown tennis shoes. "You okay in there?" he asked cautiously. The only response was more retching, followed by a flush and the stall door opening. A tall, bald man dressed in a blood-splattered shirt and jeans stumbled out and over to the sink. Steadying himself on the counter, he turned on the water and splashed his face. When he looked at himself in the mirror, Kix could see exactly how rough he looked. "Been a rough day," he told Kix when he noticed him watching. "Ja, looks like it. Are you going to be okay? Can I do anything or get anyone for you?" "I think I should just go back to my hotel room and to lay down. It's just across the street. I don't think you should walk alone. Let me help you." "Thanks," the sick man replied as Kix took him by the arm to steady him. "I'm actually a fan of yours, Kix. Wish I was meeting you under different circumstances. I'm Lou, by the way." "Well, Lou, it is very nice to meet you." Kix started to guide Lou toward the door when Lou began to retch again. It sounded so painful Kix winced. "Lou, maybe I should call for some medical help." Still retching, Lou shook his head. "Just need to lay down." "Man, I really think—" Before Kix could finish his thought, Lou doubled over, threw his mouth open, and a large stream of dark blood emerged to splatter onto the floor. "Holy balls! What did you eat? What is that?" Lou started to retch again. "Need to lay down. You need a doctor." Lou's friendly demeanor and tone shifted. "I said no," he shouted in a growl. He shoved Kix against the wall with an extraordinary strength. The impact was hard enough to take Kix's breath and cause his vision to become blurry. Lou ran from the bathroom, making noises that sounded only half human. Star was chatting with a few fans when there was a commotion near the bathrooms. A security guard was trying to calm down a tall, bald gentleman. Star noticed the man looked ill and was behaving erratically. He lunged at bystanders. People slowly backed away. The man made strange noises at them. "Wonder what that's about," one of the men with Star speculated. "Probably some sort of stunt the convention set up," Star replied. "Sir, you don't look well," the security guard told the man. "Why don't you just calm down, come with me, and let's get you some help?" The man slowly turned away from the gawking bystanders to face the guard, who gasped when he saw the man's face. In a matter of just a minute his appearance had deteriorated considerably. He looked more ill than he already had, and a nasty sore had begun to form, running from his temple down his cheek. "Sir, you're scaring everyone, and I think you really could use a doctor. Come with me. I'll get you help." The man seemed to calm a bit, slowly moving toward the guard. Then he began to twitch and lunged at the guard, sinking his teeth into his neck. The guard managed to break free and tase him while people around them screamed and scattered. A woman with Star giggled in amusement. "Pretty realistic looking stunt." "Almost too realistic," Star remarked with concern. "Maybe you guys should move toward the exit. just in case. I need to go find my friend. Excuse me." Making his way through the screaming and scattering bystanders, Star kept a watchful eye on the security guard and crazed man. To reach the men's room to find Kix, he had to pass right by them, and he wanted to be well aware of anything they might do. He was almost directly behind them when the guard tased the man again. It barely slowed him down. A voice came across the guard's handheld radio asking what was happening. "I tased him, but the bastard just keeps coming," the guard strained to say, all the while delivering another jolt to the man, who simply stumbled backward before advancing toward the guard again. Star was amazed the guard could speak at all with the gaping bite wound in the side of his neck. Star quickly slipped into the men's room, where he found a groggy Kix sitting on the floor rubbing the back of his head. "Jesus, Kix, what happened?" "This big bald guy was sick. When I tried to help, he got pissed for whatever reason." "I think he's still pissed," Star informed him as he helped him to his feet. Kix heard screaming coming from the other room. "What's happening?" "I think your friend is also crazy. He attacked a security guard. People are panicking. Got a bad feeling about this whole thing." "Perhaps we should leave?" "My man, you read my mind." Upon stepping out of the bathroom, Kix and Star discovered things had gotten horrifically worse. The guard was flat on his back on the floor, his crackling radio still in his hand. His eyes stared up at them blankly as Lou chewed on the intestines he had pulled from his belly. Star and Kix jumped back before noticing Lou wasn't the only one engaging in a cannibalistic snack. One of the women Star had spoken with earlier screamed as a group of people pulled at her and bit her. A man was holding someone's severed hand, eating the fingers as if they were appetizers. Then Kix saw the enthusiastic fan he'd met in the men's room. He was gnawing on the arm of a woman Kix assumed was the wife he told him about. Star watched in disbelief as people trampled each other trying to get out. "We'll never get out of here." "Perhaps we should try to get to the second floor? Maybe find a fire escape? We can't stay here," Kix stated. Star quickly surveilled the room. "Over there," he said, pointing to a door across the room. The sign above it indicated it led to the stairs. Kix evaluated the chaos lying between them and that door. Then he spotted a few folding metal chairs leaned against a wall near them. Grabbing two and handing one to Star, he instructed him to swing at anyone who tried to grab him. "Don't worry. I have every intention of effing them up." "Then let's do this." The two of them started to work their way to the stairs by moving along the wall. They had managed to make it most of the way before Kix's enthusiastic bathroom fan stepped in front of them, snarling and biting at the air. "Oh, man, don't make me do this," Kix pleaded. "Please, just move and let us be on our way." The man twisted his head in an unnatural way, still snarling. "I don't think he has any idea what you're saying," Star observed. Hearing Star speak seemed to agitate the man even more. He snarled at Star and then reached for Kix, who instinctively swung his chair at him. The chair caught the man in his ribs, sending him flying backward. However, he never lost his footing. Kix and Star were amazed and horrified to see him shake it off and charge again. This time they both took aim at the man. Star's chair connected with his kneecap, sending him to the floor. A sickening crack emanated from Kix, landing a solid blow to the man's neck, followed by a stream of blood gushing from the impact site. To their surprise, neither blow really seemed to deter him as he drug himself across the floor, occasionally reaching for them. "Move!" Star shouted. They ran past the man into the stairwell, slamming the door behind them. "What the holy balls was that?" Kix exclaimed. "No idea, but I don't think we should stop moving." They ran up a flight of stairs before coming to a landing where they discovered two men cannibalizing another man. One was chewing on his leg while the other plucked out an eye and devoured it. They were so engrossed in their meal they didn't notice Kix and Star. "Back down," Kix whispered. "Yup," Star responded, already backing quietly down the stairs. When they made it back to the door they'd originally come through, they realized they could only go back into the convention room they escaped or go down the stairs. "I am not going back in there," Kix stated firmly. Well, I don't want to either, but we don't know what's down there, Star pointed out. I'd rather take my chances down there. Star sighed. Down it is, then. The duo cautiously made their way down the stairs, jumping at every noise they heard. At the bottom was another door opening into a long hallway. As they crept down the hall, chairs raised and ready, they peeped into rooms, hoping to find an exit out of the building. Midway down the hall, they heard noises coming from a room. They approached it quietly when a man holding a wooden broomstick emerged. "Crap!" the man exclaimed as he raised the broomstick. "Who are you?" Star demanded. The man relaxed a bit. "You talk, so you must not be one of them. I assume your buddy isn't either then?" "I'm Pete." He lowered his broomstick. "You two creators, streamers, or fans?" "We do both," Kix answered. "Your accent sounds familiar," Pete told him. After a split-second pause to think about it, a look of recognition spread across his face. "Wait! Your game's for Kix! Nice to meet you, man!" "You too, I guess," Kix hesitantly replied. "This is Star Snipe." Pete smiled. "I've watched a lot of your videos. Nice to meet you too. I'm Pete Lewis, aka Grego Sora, or just Gray, or GGZ for short." Kix and Star finally lowered their chairs. "The circumstances are a bit, well, unusual, to say the least." "But nice to meet you too," Star replied. "What did you mean by we weren't one of them?" Kix inquired. "One of those psychos upstairs. I was in the main room when this ball guy went nuts, and then the guy next to me tried to bite me. I tried to get out of the front exit, but people were just jammed up in the doorway and stepping on each other." His voice trailed off as he remembered the gruesome scene. "What the hell is going on?" "We're not sure," Star answered. "What we are sure of is our best bet probably is to get out of this building." "I'm not going back upstairs. Not a snowball's chance," Gray emphatically informed them. No, no, no. We're not even considering that," Kix assured him. "There has to be some other way out." "Okay, then. Maybe each of us start checking rooms and doors," Gray suggested. "If one of us finds a way out, we get the other two and get the hell out of Dodge. Otherwise, we meet right back here in, say, 20 minutes? Star shook his head. "That is exactly how people die in horror movies. Nope." Gray snickered. "This isn't exactly a horror movie." "I'd say that whole situation upstairs comes about as close as you can get. It qualifies," Star retorted. "What do you suggest?" asked Kix. "We stick together. Think about it. This appears to be a rather large basement, so even if one of us finds a way out, we will play hell finding the others." "We could call each other," Gray offered, as he held up his cell phone. "Of course," Kix said. "We just have to exchange numbers." Each one prepared to save the other's numbers in their phones when they all noticed they had no service. "Damn," Gray said in frustration. "Must be because we're in the basement." Star sighed. "We're probably better off staying together regardless. There are a lot of people in this building, and if we found our way down here, others probably will too. Maybe even some of those freaks. Strength in numbers, you know." Gray nodded in agreement. "Good point. So we start searching together. And if nothing else, maybe we'll find a landline we can use to call 911. "Agreed," Kit said. "So let's get started." Okay, guys, I am going to leave it right there. Like I said, next week we will do the second half of Chapter 1, and we'll keep on until we finish Rise, and then we'll find another good read to get started on. Guys, also, just a heads up, Rise and Rise Mind Over Matter will be available on audiobook soon, and I will keep you guys posted on that. Alright, guys, I am about to get out of here for now, but I just wanted to say, and I know I say this a lot, but I actually really do mean it. I am so unbelievably grateful for all of you guys' support of Rise, of me, of my channels. It honestly means more than you will ever know. Okay, guys, I'm out of here for now, and until next time, I will catch y'all later. Bye-bye.